Hey, welcome back to Career Elevation. My name is Wendy Aldaman, and I would love to be able to help you with the two dumbest questions that I get asked all the time as a recruiter. In my opinion, they're the dumbest questions. I know people say often there's no dumb question. However, I would say that this isn't a dumb question if you ask it in a different way. So, one of the questions that I absolutely despise is what's your address or what's your location? In any interview that I have, I will always ask, do you have reliable transportation? Do you have a valid driver's license? And have you looked at the location of this practice, the office, the location, whatever? When they say no, that shows me that you're not really that invested in the position. Now, a different way to phrase that is, I've looked up the location because you have, but is this the only location you want me to report to? Will there be other locations you'll need me to go to? Will this be always in-person work? Will I be able to do some virtual work? Is there any traveling involved? Those are better questions to ask than what's the location. That also will clarify a lot for both you and the office to make sure that you're getting all of the content, all of the information that you need for the location, and if you'll be traveling, if you can work from home, all of this stuff, if that information is not already on the listing. Now, I will always recommend, I should say, to look up the listing, look up the website before you even apply, because that's going to show them that you care. You can customize an email or a message or a cover letter to them, and it will look like you were much more invested than somebody else who said, where are you at? What's your location? So that's number one. Number two are, what are your hours? Typically, the hours will always be listed on Google Maps or the website or the listing itself. Now, if you're not going to be going to like a 9 to 5, then you can ask, what are your shift hours? Or I see that you're open 24 hours a day. What shift hours do you have for second shift? Because second shift can always vary from from job to job. So making sure that you're choosing your words wisely rather than asking the simple question is going to be so much better for you. Another way to say that is, I see that your hours are 9 to 5. Is that exactly when you want me to be here? Do you have a morning meeting every day? Do you want me to be here 30 minutes before? Do I get a lunch hour? Do I get a break? Like, I just want to get a feel for what kind of hours I'm going to be working, and so I can schedule some things around that. Another thing you can say is, I see that the work hours are 9 to 5. How often do you get out at 5? Is it typically like actually 5:30? Do I finish up with my last client? Do I take a phone call at 5 o'clock and then I have to finish that phone call? Stuff like that. So just kind of elaborating for whatever kind of field you are going into, because it's going to drastically differ between the different occupations that you might have. Another way to say is, are you flexible? Use this one with caution about the hours. Are you flexible with the hours? Now, don't make that seem like you want to be flexible with the hours. Make it seem like, are they flexible with the hours? So for example, if you can go into an office job and it's already open at 7 a.m. and you are supposed to start at 9, ask, would you allow me, because I'm a morning person, would you allow me to come in at 7 and leave at 3 instead? See what they say about that, if that's an option for them. Again, this is very dependent on each individual field or company that you're going to go into, but I promise if you twist your questions of what's the location and what are your hours, this will greatly behoove you when you're going into a job interview. Again, it's really going to make it seem like you care and you're invested into this position. I wish you the best of luck, and stay tuned for more tips and tricks that you can learn about job interviews and job searches. If you've got any questions, make sure to drop it in the comments, and I would love to be able to help you in your specific situation. I wish you the best of luck and have a fabulous day and go kill that interview. Bye.